Hey, welcome back to Eepa's Kitchen. Today we thought we'd just kind of take you around, show you the garden and some of the things we're growing so that you'll get to see some of the items that we're going to be using throughout the summer and the fall, some of the canning things we're going to be doing, some of the fruit and vegetables, so that you can kind of see where we're at with that, so you know that we're not just BSing you, telling you we're picking this stuff outside. So real quick, what we have over here, I've got a couple of these. These are passion fruit. And I'll be honest with you, these are only a year old. I got a few fruit from them last year. I'm hoping to get more. The more we get, the more we can do different things. I'm hoping some drinks this year. But the fruit itself was fantastic. We've got some lettuces going down here in the pots. There's a radicchio. I've got a leaf lettuce, and I've got an arugula. And if you want to know what arugula is, it's a vegetable, according to Todd Wilkinson or Vinny Antonelli, depending on how you go. But if you don't know that, check out My Blue Heaven. So over here, got another one of our passion fruit. Got some radishes and cucumbers. Actually, the radishes are coming up. A little bit of the lettuce is coming up. So we're good there. That stuff's coming along, so I'm pretty happy to see that. On this side over here, we've got a rosemary plant that actually grew last year, and I brought it in and wintered it in the house. So we're hoping that it's going to make it through the spring, but it's in pretty good shape here. Got some mint because we're always making mojitos. And this, I'm hoping, will live, and it will be a hardy kiwi. It doesn't look good now, but we're going to nurture it, and hopefully we're going to get some kiwi out of it in another year or so. Down here, we've got the herb garden we talked about, where we dry our basil and oregano and our thyme. So we've got a couple of oregano plants going. Got a little mini thyme plant. We got the 3 basils. I'll probably transplant that other one down here. All the oregano that we use in our and the basil we use in all our recipes come from here, and we make a lot of pesto, which I don't think we've shared with you yet. But when it comes time when these get big, we'll make pesto together so you guys can see how that works. So we're going to take a quick cut in the filming. We're going to walk over, look at the fig trees. We'll take a look at some of the fruit trees out in the back and the vegetable garden, and then we'll get you guys on your way so you can enjoy the rest of your day. So over here we've got the fig trees. There's 4 of them. There's one over in the corner. I kind of got them here because I want to get a little bit of filtered light on them. When you bring them out from overwintering, if they get a lot of light right away, the leaves they'll actually turn white, and you'll lose some of them. But the funny thing about it is this one actually grew figs in the winter in the dining room. I don't know if you can see some of those in there. I got probably half a dozen figs on this one alone. This guy's got a few. This one's a Chicago Hardy. I don't know which one this is. I just got it randomly, so it's got a few on there too. Got another one in the back that's just kind of, it's hanging in there. But so we're going to get some figs out of these. We might just put them as a side item. Maybe we'll make some jam or something, depending on how many we get. So that's the figs that we're going to be working with this year. So this is the pear tree. Mia makes a great pear bread out of these. But you can see this is loaded. We may have to thin it a little bit, but there's a ton of pears on here already. So we're looking for hopefully a bumper crop again this year on these. So they usually get ripe September-ish is when we start really hauling them in. So we're hoping for a big one this year. See all this wind, we might lose a few, but that's all right because that nature kind of thins things out for you so you don't snap your branches. All right, we're going to head over by the peach trees and then over to the garden. So this is a strawberry patch. I got to work a little bit on the fence to keep the rabbits out, but as you can see, they're already loaded with flowers. I got a lot of little strawberries on them. So we're looking for a bumper crop this year. What I normally would do is just kind of grow some in pots and slowly bring them out here. But last year it just really exploded, so I'm really happy with the progress. It's kind of growing outside of our little fence, but I think we're going to do real well with the strawberries this year. Peach tree, I've got 4 of them. Here's one over here. You can see that it's like an every other year thing with us. And last year I did not get one. The year before I had so many I was giving them away. And if all things go well, it looks like we're going to be thinning these out. I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of little ones on each one of the trees is like this. And because these branches are so thin, you can't leave all those on there. And so you have to thin them out, plus then you get bigger peaches on it. But I usually wait till after the first few big storms. And we're supposed to have a big storm yesterday. We got a lot of wind today. So I'm going to wait and see what nature knocks off before I start thinning it. But this is just one of 4 trees, and they're all loaded this year. So, and then it just kind of brings us over to the vegetable garden. As you can see, the wind's kind of blowing back some of the weed mat. I'll have to take it back down. We've got cucumbers, peas, beans, all kinds of peppers. Just planted poblanos today, so we can do chili rellenos later on. Got strawberries across the back where the grapes are, and then some sunflowers that are going. There's some zucchini on the end. So again, you can see with all this big wind we're having, I'm going to have my work cut off for me tonight, putting everything back. There's an apple tree up in the corner, and it's a Honeycrisp, and it's actually doing real well this year too. It's got quite a few on it, and the plum tree's got quite a bit on it. We're hoping this will be the first year we get plums. It seems like every year it gets that. I forget what the insect is. I think I've been able to eradicate it this year. So we're hoping to get some plums. And then we've got our cherry tree over on the side there where we get our cherry vodka from. You remember that episode we did the cherry vodka. So that's pretty much it. This is where it all comes from. Did you feel that? Did you feel that rain? Yeah. It's bright and sunny out and we just got raindrops. So I got to do a little work on the garden, putting that weed mat back down. Derek's going to take the dog home for a nap because she keeps chewing our feet. And, we just wanted you to see kind of where some of the stuff comes from. As we start drying herbs and stuff, we'll go through that. I know last year we talked about it, and I had a couple of requests to kind of show how we do it. So in the fall, we'll cut some of those down. We'll show you how we dry them and then the process of getting them into the jars so we can cook with them. So that's about it. So we just wanted you to see where they're going. Again, remember, Eepa's Kitchen. Like, subscribe, share. Hopefully you like the little tour. And we'll see you next week. Thanks.